2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
The Raptors with a singular focus as they got off the tee.
Hey, Kevin.
They're fun to watch, DA. Thanks. Here are the five for the Raptors. Anunoby and Siakam in at the forward slots. Lowry out there with Fred VanVleet. And it's Ibaka in at the center position. And for Atlanta, Young and Herter make up the backcourt. Hunter at the 3 with Collins at the 4. And it's Capella in at the 5, roaming the paint. Now, here is Young, and it's put back up and in by Capella. Capella's got the opening basket of the game for the Hawks.
Just has a nose for the ball. Capella skilled at gaining ideal position for those offensive rebounds.
Lowry against Young. Out left to the wing. Siakam left side. Over Collins. Siakam misses.
Boy, a clean, close look. What a missed opportunity.
I mean, the improvement that we've seen from Siakam, it's like nothing else I've ever seen. He's a huge reason for the success of this Raptors team.
Greg, in 2 short years, this guy triples his output from the floor. He goes from a guy who was getting spot minutes, couldn't really get into the rotation, to an all-star. The transition game, his ability to use that speed, and then his approach, the work habits, both of those 2 things have been critical to his growth.
VanVleet wide open. Drains it from beyond the arc.
Well, I mean, listen, Fred VanVleet, you can practically close his eyes. That's how comfortable he is out on the arc.
A nice shot by Young.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
And I think defensively, that is not the way you want to start. Giving up high percentage looks, that doesn't typically end well.
Here's Siakam following the basket by Trae Young. Siakam passes to Ibaka. Outside for Lowry. Now here's VanVleet. Defense right on him. The shot's good on the assist by Lowry.
Yeah, there's an awareness that's required to be a good passer, and Kyle Lowry, he has it.
Young with no one around. Another miss by Young. In Toronto, they've gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Lowry passes to Siakam. That doesn't go in. Had a chance, though, to take the lead. Hawks have gone 50% from the field, hitting 3 of 6 since the opening tip. Here's Young. Anunoby sends it back.
OG Anunoby is fast off his feet. 7'2" wingspan, says twice on the pipes.
Now here is Ibaka, following the miss by Kyle Lowry. Goes back up. Gets a hand on it. Great positioning on the putback.
Oh, how about the finesse there? Nice little gentle touch on the board.
And you know, when you have that gentle touch, those tip-ins are easy to come by. Now, here is Young. Inside, Capella. Count the bucket coming off a perfectly placed assist. Capella's got 6. Greg, if you're a small market team, how do you convince stars that you've drafted and developed to stay and re-sign?
It's a great question, Kevin. I actually think in a lot of ways it's easier today because you can be box office. You can be a superstar in a small market and have the name recognition because of the era we play in. And so I think the biggest way to keep them there is to build a championship caliber team around them. I think that is your saving grace. If you can prove to them that you can build a championship caliber team, I don't really think that there is a reason to want to leave.
It's a solid blueprint. Siakam's shot is off. Atlanta's gone 0-3 from three-point land. Nothing yet going outside. Left side, Collins. And there it is for him.
Yeah, that's a tough shot. For an athletic big man like Collins, finishing through contact is something you've got to be able to do.
And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
And with Kyle Lowry, the assist numbers don't jump off the page at you, but he has fantastic vision, and his decision-making is also elite.
Greg, for me, what stands out about Kyle Lowry is his willingness to adjust his game based on what his team needs. There's been times in his career where he's been a go-to scorer, and his three-point shooting can be infectious to his team. That toughness on the drive really strikes you. But there's also been times where he takes a back seat to scoring and says, all right, time to get my guys involved. He can do either.
Just 3 to shoot. Launches it. A shot by Reddish, no good.
All the time in the world to get that one off.
And Davis now top of the key. Back to Hollis Jefferson. Lets the 3 fly. But they'll get another chance. Outside for Lowry. Davis, the pass to Hollis Jefferson. Toronto working the ball around now. Second shot opportunity. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. Toronto shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night. Ties it up, and this next one could give them the lead. And the free throw is good, now leading by 1.
An efficient night from the line. This is a guy who puts in the work, and it pays dividends.
And Young, here we go. Here's Dedmon. That's in, coming off the assist from Young.
You just can't leave anyone open around Young. He's very capable of spotting his uncovered teammates.
1 quarter in the books, and it's been a close one so far. Bucks ahead. They lead by 1. And some good action in the books as we get back to the game that's been pretty close here so far. And what do you guys think about the Hawks here in this one?
Guys, I love their defense in that first period. They were in position and just challenging shots.
Well, I think they combined great intelligence with great effort, and you can see the results.
They've got Young, also Teague out there, Reddish out there with Dwayne Dedmon, and it's Fernando in at the power forward position. That's the group starting the second quarter for the Hawks. Young outside, puts it up from 12, and he hits the jump shot. Young's got his 2nd bucket of the game to go.
And we've seen several lead changes tonight, neither team giving an inch.
And right now you love the chess match, right? The ability of each side to adjust to what the other is doing.
Out of bounds, Atlanta will take possession. His shot was hindered by that momentous mobile 1 block.
The defensive awareness, the timing, when you have to face a defender that can reject you like that, it can alter your approach.
Outside Teague. Quarter number 2. We're about a minute in. Now Reddish. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. And he makes that one.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Gotta fight over it as a defender.
You know exactly what that takes. It takes energy, it takes activity, it takes intensity.
Graham from outside. Oh, offensive interference. Fred VanVleet is checked in for Davis. Raptors trail by 3. Second quarter of action, about a minute and a half played. Pass to Boucher. And the call will be against Jeff Teague. That is his first foul of the game. Some changes for Toronto. Serge Ibaka has checked in for Gasol. Pascal Siakam comes in for Chris Boucher. And OG Anunoby subbed in for Hollis Jefferson. Here's Anunoby. And the Raptors miss again. The Hawks leading by 3. Here's Reddish. Capella. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Yeah, these defenders just looked a bit overmatched, especially inside.
Powell against Graham. Got a piece of it. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Capella. Siakam, right side. He's just scored his first basket with that shot, making him 1 for 4.
Well, Siakam pushing right through the contact. Go ahead, young sir.
And here is Teague. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. Dedmon's got the lead up to 5 now for Atlanta.
And those second chance points really become almost like bonus points when you can get them.
Passes it to Ibaka. Back to Van Vliet. The drive by Siakam. Ibaka, no luck.
Well, we didn't see the same kind of control we're used to seeing from him. This guy is usually a tremendous finisher.
Offensive rebound. Graham surveying the floor. Another shot. Shot's good by Dedmon. And it's a 7-point Hawks lead.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
Ibaka finds Siakam. And stolen by Dedmon. Now the Hawks moving it the other way. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. It's going to be on Siakam. Atlanta shooting their first free throws of the game. Greg, when you played for the Knicks, I always heard that Charles Oakley would cook for the players. Is that true?
Absolutely. Oak was very particular about his food. And I got to tell you, he knows his way around the kitchen. And to be honest, I would never tell him otherwise.
Well, what was his specialty?
Whatever he made, it was special. Wouldn't matter.
Here's Bembry, now recovering. And it's denied. Sent back by Siakam. Raptors trail by 7. Some nice ball movement here by the Raptors. Up again. Atlanta with the rebound. Atlanta with the ball. They're on a 12-4 run right now.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
The finish in transition, nice and easy.
Lowry kicks to Ibaka. Back to Lowry. There's 39 seconds left in the first half of basketball. Happy to see that one go in for his second make in 5 attempts. The pass to Dedmon. Here's Herter, covered by Van Vliet. And Herter gets it to go. Herter's got the lead back up to 9 now for the Hawks. And it's Lowry with the ball, brings it up for Toronto. Siakam outside. From outside, off the mark. Here's Bembry. Good on the shot. And it's an 11-point Hawks lead.
And if you look at this first half, overall, they've just had the better shot selection.
And I think, obviously, we see the execution and the willingness to make the next pass so important.
Thanks for the great interview, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of basketball following.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. A competitive matchup for Atlanta in the first quarter. They ended the period holding on to a slim 1 point. And that'll do it.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it has been a runaway. Clint Capella has been sensational.
What a welcome surprise that first half. Went above and beyond his usual scoring output.
A huge bonus. Boy, when he's contributing like this, it makes everything easier for his team.
Our second half of basketball, and presented by Gatorade. Let's see who's all fueled up and on the floor to start the third. So for Toronto right now, Siakam and Ibaka, the duo down low. And Van Vliet out there with Lowry, and it's Anunoby in at the 3 spot.
Boy, he's got a great stroke from the line. That's not something we can say about all the league's big guys.
And a deep 3 from Young. The long distance 3 is buried. Young's got the lead up to 12 now for the Hawks. Lowry with the ball. Van Vliet outside. Tips it, and Ibaka is right there.
We know this about Serge Ibaka. This guy is a strong presence on the offensive glass. If you don't check him out, you're going to get hurt.
Young from deep three-point range. Wasted no time on that shot, but it's off the mark.
Well, they have the advantage, but you still feel like this guy needs to find a way to get himself going.
Van Vliet passes to Siakam. Here's Van Vliet. He's got 5. Collins grabs the miss. Now, here is Young. Pass to Herter. Jacks up a 3. They get it back, and it's put back up and in by Capella.
Just in a perfect position to grab that rebound and then get the putback.
For 3, Van Vliet. Van Vliet can't get that one to fall.
All right, time now to pick it up. You're 1 for 4, and you certainly don't want to give your opponent momentum.
Here's Hunter. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
And there, just through activity, Hunter keeps the pressure on the defense.
So for the Hawks, Jones comes in for Clint Capella, and it's Reddish in for Kevin Herter. A new group in now for the Raptors. Marc Gasol is checked in for Ibaka. Rondae Hollis-Jefferson comes in for Pascal Siakam. Norman Powell's checked in for OG Anunoby. And it's Terrence Davis in for Fred Van Vliet. Bruno Fernando's checked in for the Hawks. Teague comes in for DeAndre Hunter. The Raptors have made all of their free throws so far tonight, going 6 for 6.
Let's remember, in Marc Gasol, we have got a guy who has worked hard on both his body and his game. We are talking about a former Defensive Player of the Year here.
Fernando, the pass to Young. 6 to shoot.
He's smart at using the screen there to just create space. Young, very reliable in that pick and roll.
Gasol passes to Hollis-Jefferson. Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. Right side Lowry. And he gets the friendly spin, and that one drops. Lowry's got 8 points.
It feels like in some ways this is Kyle Lowry's natural range with the jumper, doing work from the mid-range.
Young, again the Hawks score.
You know, I thought in the first half this guy was pressing, he was rushing. Now he's settled into the game.
Raptors trail by 13. It's Powell on the wing. Teague against Davis. And the call will be against Jeff Teague. That's foul number 2 for him. Andre Bembry's checked in for Atlanta. The Raptors also with a sub. Chris Boucher's checked in for Kyle Lowry. Hollis-Jefferson can't hit.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts. And Doris, with Rondae Hollis-Jefferson, it's more than just stats. The guy is just so active when he's on the floor.
That's right, Greg. It's the hustle and the movement he plays with that are really the strengths. Only 6'6", but it feels like he can play above that size. Great energy guy to bring off the bench. And if you need him because of injuries or fill-in spots, he can start and be productive.
And here's Davis for 3. Reddish grabs the rebound. Marc Gasol picks up the foul. That's his first foul. Trae Young, he's checked in for Jeff Teague. The Hawks leading by 16. Young way outside. Great look, but off the mark. Toronto's gotten blank from three-point land so far in the third. Still 0 for 3. And the dunk by Powell.
Love the assertiveness of Norman Powell. Boy, turn the lights out.
54 seconds left in the third. Pass to Young. Takes the 3. Bangs home the trifecta. Young's got 14.
Yeah, those are starting to add up, guys. Of their last 5 baskets, 3 have been tripled.
Passes it to Boucher. Bounce pass, Davis. Gasol kicks to Hollis-Jefferson. Davis, the pass to Gasol. Here's Hollis-Jefferson. A second chance effort. Boucher's shot is off. For Atlanta, they've gone 6 of 10 from the field in the third quarter. Powell with the steal. Now, here's Boucher. He's guarded closely. It's Powell on the wing. Hollis Jefferson passes to Davis. Shoots the three. Can't get it to fall.
And right there, Young may never have the physical tools to be a great defender, but his competitiveness overrides him.
And so it's Atlanta feeling good about their 17-point lead heading. And a chance right now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, a terrific, unselfish play right here. Set up his teammate, and how about the setup this was?
How about the secondary playmaking you are getting? Great to have that from the shooting guard spot.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. Herter the 2 with Hunter at the 3. Clint Capella is out there with Collins, and it's Young in at the point. So that's the lineup for Atlanta. And Clint Capella is going to pick up a foul. That'll be his second foul of the game. Looking at current NBA players, Greg, leaving aside the real star players, who would you love to have played with from this era?
Man, there's so many guys that, and I hate to call them role players because they bring so much more to the table, but in reality, they got to fill some roles, right? And, John Collins is a guy who's got great potential, a tremendous finisher around the rim. How about Robert Covington, a smooth shooter who defends his tail off? Davis Bertans, a deadly floor spacer who can put the ball down and create and make plays. So there's so many guys like that in the league that make a difference in determining whether your team can win or lose.
Boy, those are 3 names I don't know that I would have mentioned, so I'm glad you did. Kyle Lowry, he's checked in for Toronto.
And the defense Capella provides is huge. I mean, a legitimate shot-blocking threat who also rebounds the ball at an efficient rate.
Sinks the three-pointer.
How can you forget about him? I mean, he's not going to miss that open of a look.
We've played just over 1 minute here in the fourth quarter. Teague for 3. It's rebounded by Anunoby. Anunoby's got 4 rebounds in this game.
He is single-handedly dropping the temperature in here with that cold streak.
He is trying to shoot his way out of it, and it might be better for him to pass the basketball at this point.
Teague for 3. Toronto grabs the miss. Siakam's got his 5th rebound in this one.
Boy, this guy just can't buy a bucket, and yet they have the advantage.
Lowry finds Ibaka. Right side Lowry, and that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up.
I'll tell you, he's not afraid to take hits on the way to the free throw line. Kyle Lowry will manufacture points any way he has to.
And even though they're down, they are putting on a show at the free throw line.
Looking at who's out there now for the Hawks. John Collins, he's checked in for Dwayne Dedman. Young is subbed in for Jeff Teague. We're about 2 minutes into the fourth quarter in this one. It's good.
And a depth mid-range shooter as well. All Young needs is a little breathing room, and he set the fire.
Out to the wing. And Ibaka kicks to Anunoby. To the inside. Kicks it out to Van Vliet. Back to Ibaka. Siakam for 3. And the Raptors miss again.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
To the middle. And the dunk by Capella.
And this is the chemistry Capella has with his guys. Exceptional at feeling when to go for alley-oop.
Lobs it up for Ibaka. And he lays in the alley-oop.
Oh, what a pass. And then he lays it in with the circus move.
So smooth. Young from deep three-point range. And it's put back up and in by Capella.
And guys, when Capella's playing like this, it's an added bonus. Love seeing him catch fire.
Here's Lowry. That shot off, and it's the Hawks taking it the other way. Capella with it. Lowry picks him up. And stolen by Siakam. Ibaka dishes to Lowry. And here's Van Vliet from the arc.
And all you got to do is look at the rebounding margin as to why they hold the lead.
Well, they've absolutely dominated that category in this one, and it's reflected in the score.
Young looking it over. From deep. From beyond the arc, and then some. Young's got 5 points now this quarter.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for the Hawks.
As one-sided as it gets today, you know, there were some dominant moments in about every facet of this game for that team.
Yeah, I mean, Kevin, it's hard to think of what didn't go right for them. Game planning by the coaches, execution by the players, everything was just on target.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Clint Capella.
He did all the dirty work that they needed, clearing out space underneath and securing rebounds.
Van Vliet outside. And Siakam has it in the corner. Toronto working the ball around now. And it's Lowry penetrating. And Ibaka slams it in.
Well, this is what they needed earlier on. At some point, it's too little, too late.
Yeah, but then again, this run came against a team that may have felt it had already won, and you get the sense it let its guard down.
And a deep three from Young. Shot clock reset for the Hawks. Capella, the pass to Young. Beyond the arc. They get it back. Capella kicks to Young. From deep three-point range. And there's the pass to Hunter. Here's Herter. Sinks the triple.
And you can sense that these fans, these players, they are ready to celebrate.
Well, for all intents and purposes, this game is over. Just a matter of time here.
And so it's the Hawks taking care of business. David, thank you as always. And that'll wrap it up, folks. A sharp and confident-looking Raptors team coming down the tunnel earlier. We'll see if that confidence carries over onto their home floor. Terrific shot of Nathan Phillips Square here in downtown Toronto. Welcome, everyone. Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports for this. Look at the 76ers starting group. The tall lineup out there for the 76ers. Simmons, Richardson, Harris, Horford, and Embiid. And for Toronto, Anunoby and Siakam in at the forward slots. Fred VanVleet out there with Lowry, and it's Ibaka in at the center, filling out the middle. And Embiid is right there.
Boy, that long reach of Embiid's paying dividends there, guys. An absolute machine on the offensive glass.
Lowry deciding where to go with it here. Anunoby passes to Ibaka. Down to 5 on the shot clock. VanVleet can't get it to go.
Tell you what, the defense was lucky there. I mean, leave him that open from range, he'll typically knock it down.
Good ball movement here by the 76ers. And that one drops. Both teams tonight, Greg, love to push the ball up the floor, even off made shots.
You know, trying to find an opening before the half-court D can set up. I think you're going to see more and more of that every year.
I agree. Here's VanVleet, following the basket by Al Horford. VanVleet passes to Ibaka. Outside Lowry. VanVleet against Richardson. VanVleet can't get it to go.
And even without that three-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Passes it to Embiid. He kicks to Simmons. Lowry against Harris. Feeds it to Horford. Unloads. Harris's shot is off.
Usually, guys, he's going to knock that one down from there. Proficient at operating in that medium range area.
Ibaka, no luck.
Well, he's much better than that. Really no excuse for missing that lay-in.
Harris dishes to Embiid. Richardson outside. Here's the three. Harris's shot is off. Toronto's gone 0-2 from deep here.
And Tobias Harris, a crusader for a cause that isn't talked about too much. He has a huge concern about sleep deprivation and the effects it has on athletes.
Yeah, you know what, Greg? While it's not talked about a lot, it is gaining ground in all kinds of circles, particularly in the world of sports, the whole sleep deprivation idea. And Harris is a guy who's conscientious and thoughtful. I love the fact that he's bringing this to his teammates' attention because it's critical. And he's certainly passionate about it. We'll see how much wind it gets with him speaking up on it.
Now, here's Siakam, following the miss by Fred VanVleet. Siakam kicks to Anunoby. To stop the drought, here's Ibaka. Horford with the rebound. The 76ers leading by 6. Richardson, no luck. And so Ibaka will bring it up for the Raptors. Looking for the first basket of the game.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Embiid. That shot, no good. Some solid defense from Ibaka. And VanVleet, here we go. Scores for only the second time tonight. Now 2 for 6 from the field.
Huge hole in the defense that possession. He didn't waste any time cutting through it.
Out to Harris. And stolen by Kyle Lowry. Now the Raptors moving it up. He nails it, and we're tied up.
Oh, that is just unreal. Is this the dunk contest, or are we actually playing a real game?
No, this one counts, Greg. Believe me. But confidence to attempt that alley-oop to himself.
Well, he couldn't help himself. Couldn't resist. That really was a spectacular play.
Three-pointer, Lowry. A shot, no good. And it's Philadelphia the other way. Horford with it. It's Ibaka picking him up. Horford, no luck. The Raptors shooting a lowly 30% to start this game out. Van Vliet wide open. And trying for the go-ahead basket. It doesn't go in.
He's certainly been cold this quarter, guys, but trying to shoot his way back into a groove.
Philadelphia shooting their first free throws of this one.
And they were 75% from the line a season ago.
That's good from Harris.
Tell you what, fellas, I mean, an outstanding stretch for Harris has been awesome at adding pieces to his game over time, specifically that three-point shot.
And it's a completely new group for Toronto. And the 76ers will go for a different look here. Scotty's checked in for Embiid. Korkmaz comes in for Al Horford. Matisse Thybulle checked in for Josh Richardson. And Alec Burks subbed in for Simmons. Thybulle, the pass to Harris. He feeds it to Scott. Back to Harris. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
There's no way you can minimize his concentration. Excellent focus in finding a way to score that time by Harris.
So at the end of one quarter of play, still a close game. 76ers lead by 2. After this break. Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after the first quarter of play. And guys, what's your take so far on Philadelphia?
You got to credit their defense, communicating, rotating, making plays on the ball.
They've got them rattled. It's only the first quarter, and already they've made enough big plays on defense to last really an entire game.
There's Boucher out there with Hollis Jefferson, and it's Marc Gasol. Then there's Norman Powell, and it's Davis at the point guard. That's the group for Toronto to start the second quarter.
Boy, the confidence of Gasol on the block is really impressive to see. I mean, once he gets good positioning, he goes right to work.
Korkmaz kicks to Scott. Back to Korkmaz. Pass to Scott. And it's Scott with the jam.
Those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
Making a statement for sure. I mean, we'll see if they can maintain that aggressive approach, guys.
Second shot opportunity and plenty of contact on the shot. So 2 free throws coming up. And the foul called on the Philadelphia 76ers. And a chance for just a second to check out the scoring breakdown for the 76ers.
You know what, guys? It looks to me like they're really in sync here, all on the same page. They've already got a bunch of assists.
Yeah, also something I like out of them so far, they're throwing their bodies around in the paint, and the physicality is taking its toll. Oh, going high to throw that one down.
Sky high. Fantastic one-hand jam.
Boy, nice way to punctuate that possession.
The 3 from Davis. Raptors with a fresh shot clock. And Gasol able to finish.
And they are attacking the rim and getting great results.
And how? I mean, they're taking this defense to task, taking them to school. Every one of their last 10 points have come in the paint.
Robinson kicks to Thybulle. Now the pass to Burks. Back to Thybulle. 4 on the clock. Robinson down low. Covered by Hollis Jefferson. Robinson misses. Raptors have gone 2 of 4 shooting the ball here in the second. And here's Davis for 3. They grabbed their own miss.
Nice tip to him there. I mean, he's got like a 6th sense in terms of where the miss is going to go. That is really a talent.
Pass to Thybulle for 3. Boucher with the rebound. Toronto's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second.
And Clark, how about the 20th pick back in that 2019 draft? Matisse Thybulle, fantastic defensive specialist who has an evolving offensive presence as well.
Yeah, you're right, Greg. His defense is really outstanding and NBA ready from the day he got into the league. He'll improve on offense. You know that. He'll work at it, and he'll get better. I think he has tremendous instincts on and off the ball. Great length and speed and athleticism. He's a terror defensively.
Gasol dishes to Powell. Down low, Hollis Jefferson. Here's Boucher. Knocks it loose. The 76ers trail. Here's Burks. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. Greg, we have a league of many great playmakers, don't we?
Oh, there's no doubt about it. LeBron James is obvious. You know, he played point guard technically for the first time last season, but he's always been a floor general. You look at a young man like Ja Morant, and he's been on the attack since day one when he hit the league. And there's so many more of those guys that are having an impact, understanding the value of that lead guard position. It is fun to watch.
It is so fun to watch. I agree. Got that one up quick. Burks has got 5.
You know, one thing you got to love about Embiid is how unselfish he is. I mean, he's pretty good at spotting open teammates.
And here's Van Vliet from the arc. Sinks it. What range from outside. Wow.
The real come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
Simmons passes to Burks. At the elbow, Horford. Now the Raptors moving it up. Van Vliet with the ball. It's blocked. To the paint. Here's Simmons. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
Boy, he's a real bully inside. I mean, you forget sometimes that Simmons is 6'9", 6'10", with nice touch. It's a nice combination near the basket.
Right wing. Now Anunoby. And there's the feed to Ibaka. And Ibaka slams it in.
Yeah, just the length and explosiveness. Ibaka is a true force at the rim.
And Simmons kicks to Burks. Harris outside. Simmons passes to Burks. Simmons dishes to Horford. Out to Harris. Tipped away and stolen by Siakam. As break, here come the Raptors. Here's Anunoby. It's hauled in by Harris. Harris has got 4 rebounds now tonight. Passes to Simmons. Launches a 3. It's all tied in Toronto. I'm going to step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start of the third quarter after our halftime.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey everybody, good to see you back here. The first quarter for the Raptors was fairly even. Some good moments from both teams, but as... And that...
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. Toronto shooting poorly, just 35% so far. Third quarter action getting rolling right now. Brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's who's on the floor. Taking a look at the 76ers. The tall lineup out there for the 76ers. Simmons, Richardson, Harris, Horford, and Embiid.
At times in his career, Ibaka has looked out of control when forced to finish through defenders. That time, keeps his poise and reaps the benefits.
Inside. And a slam dunk by Richardson.
Oh, an aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think.
That's exactly how you send it. 2 hands and down.
Van Vliet passes to Ibaka. Anunoby against Harris. Anunoby kicks to Van Vliet. 5 on the clock. Trying to get open is Ibaka. And again, Toronto with the triple.
Could have been much better defense. I mean, you can't give this guy any room to operate.
And how about the defensive impact Embiid has on the floor? He's a great rim protector who can swipe an errant pass every so often.
Yeah, I agree with you, Greg. I mean, he's just so big. He's mammoth. I mean, he's not only tall and long, he's deep, too. He's a thick guy. So he's an excellent rim protector. Discourages inside attempts at a high rate. Fogs up the paint. That length is a huge asset. And then his foot movement, his agility for a guy of his size is pretty impressive, too.
To the inside. Horford kicks to Harris. He's looking for Embiid and finds him. Out to Harris. Back to Embiid. Good ball movement here by the 76ers. Richardson, no luck. Raptors leading by 4. Van Vliet left side. And he banks in the layup. Van Vliet's got 12.
They are on fire right now. That's 4 straight makes.
Outside, Horford. Back to Simmons. Right side, Horford. Kicks it out to Richardson. Pass to Simmons. He can't hit that time. So the Raptors will take it the other way. To the middle. And Siakam throws it down.
A high-level athlete with underrated burst. Siakam continues to impress with his ability to finish.
He muscles it in through the contact, and they call the foul. And he's on his way to the free throw line.
He's somebody that's really comfortable carrying the offensive load.
And the Raptors going out now with a whole new group. Philadelphia also making some changes. Scotty's checked in for Horford. Korkmaz comes in for Harris. And it's Shake Milton in for Ben Simmons. Hollis Jefferson in the post. It's hauled in by the 76ers. Embiid drives in. With the second effort. Lays it up and in on the nice reverse. Embiid's got 5 points now this quarter.
Get Embiid the ball and he goes to work, especially that close to the basket.
Powell kicks to Hollis Jefferson. We've got 1:55 left to play in the third. And Davis can't get it to go.
And the well is running dry for him right now. Nothing falling.
And, you know, you can sense his frustration. This is going to be a test of his resolve here.
Back to Richardson. Dishes to Embiid. Back to Richardson. Philadelphia needs to get a shot off. From 17 feet out. Gasol with the rebound. Gasol's got his 4th rebound in this one. The pass to Boucher. Davis, that's for 2. And again, no good by Toronto.
And what a struggle it has been yet to convert a single shot from the field.
It's stolen by Davis. Now here's Powell.
Oh, yes, sir. Come on, bring it. He's going to put that one in his scrapbook. Insane dunk.
And now they're starting to rub it in. Build up a lead, and here we go. Baby, it is showtime. Oh, what a play!
Exactly what Richardson can do on the drive. I mean, he can handle the ball. He's got a quick step, and he can finish when he gets to the rim.
Gasol finds Powell. The 3. Kept alive. Boucher in the corner. Hollis Jefferson. Clock at 6. Davis, the pass to Boucher. Count that bucket. Boucher's got 4 points in the quarter.
Boy, I think they've lost their intensity. I mean, the defensive pressure is lacking this half.
High post, Embiid. Good work defensively by Gasol. And here is Powell. This one for 3. The shot, no good. And we've reached the end of the third. Toronto ahead, leading by 5. We'll be back shortly. And I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the 4th quarter. Siakam at power forward with Gasol at center. Lowry out there with Terrence Davis. And it's Powell in at the 3. So that's the 5 in the game for Toronto. Thibault kicks to Robinson. Back to Thibault. Just 5 on the clock. Outside for Simmons. Second chance shot. Horford the pass to Simmons. Robinson against Powell. Tries again. Robinson misses. Raptors leading by 5. Davis dishes to Lowry. Back to Davis. Outside Lowry. Gasol on the high post. Over Horford. Gasol no good. The 76ers trail by 5. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Yeah, the effort and willingness to get out and run like that on the fast break endears Harris to his coaches, I'm sure.
Gasol on the high post. Powell inside. Robinson on him. A nice shot by Gasol.
Now, how about how he sets his man up there, runs him right into the screen, and then gets the basket.
76ers have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the fourth quarter. Lowry against Simmons. Now here is Harris. Defense right on him. It's stolen by Davis. Now the Raptors moving it up. Powell with it, and it's Horford picking him up. Got a piece of it. And stolen by Simmons. And Robinson wide open. He shoots. Gets an open look and hits. And here's Lowry. He'll bring it up for the Raptors. A 2-point game. Takes a 3. Oh, good on that one. So Philadelphia will take it the other way. Simmons passes to Harris. The basket good off the assist from Simmons. Harris has got it all tied up now for Philadelphia.
Guys, the passing ability and IQ of Ben Simmons, both amazing.
A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth quarter. And Lowry gets it to go. And the Raptors lead by 2.
When it's an important moment in the game, a big time in the game, he flat out takes over. Lowry is a gamer.
The drive by Simmons.
Tell you what, if you're pulling for Ben Simmons, it's great whenever he takes over a possession like that. Killer instinct for sure.
Davis surveying the 4. And a miss there on the triple. The 76ers have gotten 4 of their 6 shots to fall so far here in the fourth. A pretty nice efficiency there.
Boy, never shy about getting to that rack. Simmons so aggressive playing downhill. Nice dunk there.
Siakam inside. Guarded by Harris. Siakam kicks to Davis. Lets it go with the 3. And the 3 ball is good. Davis has got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Well, as we move into the fourth, it's been an even game.
Guys, teams have exchanged the lead 5 times thus far. I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
Raptors moving the ball around. And the layup falls. And now it's a 3-point Toronto lead.
And, you know, Lowry looks to set up his open teammates beautifully. Nice dime there, and it really keeps the team tied together nicely.
Horford the pass to Thibault. Here's Robinson. Powell pulls it in. 52 seconds left in the fourth quarter. The 3 from Davis. And Philadelphia grabs the miss.
You know, when he has the ball outside like that, that's exactly the kind of D they need to play on.
And Lowry gets it to go.
Gasol is one of the best passers in the league. I mean, in his position, there aren't many better. Excellent at scanning the floor and finding the open man.
Horford. Yes!
Horford handling his business. That's why experience is so valuable.
Harris finds Horford. Money!
I tell you, somebody got to Al Horford. He's playing with a lot of fire.
27 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Guys, they're not going to be in any rush on this possession.
Not with the lead. Now's the time to burn some clock.
The 9-foot shot. Count it!
Oh, you just love seeing a player with absolutely no fear.
Cool, calm, collected, and confident in the biggest moment of the game? Yes.
For 3, Harris. Powell pulls it in. Here's Lowry on deep. And so the big win by Toronto in a tight game. It was up for grabs right until the final seconds. All right, David, thank you. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. And a look behind the curtain here. Final preparations for the challenge ahead. Hoping to come out of the gates strong. Looking at the starting five for the Atlanta Hawks. Herter the 2 with Hunter at the 3.
Here we go.
Dwayne Dedmon is out there with Clint Capella. And it's Young in at the 1 spot. And for the 76ers, the tall lineup out there for the 76ers. Simmons, Richardson, Harris, Horford, and Embiid. Now, here's Dedmon. Capella inside. Embiid's there. Here's Herter. Guarded by Simmons. Here's Capella. Shot clock at 3. It's hauled in by the 76ers. And now here comes Simmons leading the break. Horford the pass to Simmons. Embiid trying to break loose. Simmons can't get it to go. Here's Young. "18 feet away, and he knocks it down."
And a depth mid-range shooter as well. All Young needs is a little breathing room, and he set the fire.
Simmons with it, guarded by Hunter. And here's Harris from the arc. The basket good off the assist from Simmons.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
Young against Simmons. A 3 ball. And Trae Young gets the 3. Young's got 5 points so far.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Well, these days, so much emphasis on the perimeter game. But you can see why after that sequence.
And a slam dunk by Richardson.
You can't leave anyone uncovered around Simmons. I mean, he's fantastic at seeing when one of his guys is open.
Here's Young. Again, the Hawks score.
Boy, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
Yeah, that's because he's getting his number called early. I mean, he's doing his part to help carry the offensive load.
For Atlanta, they've gone 3 of 5 shooting the ball so far. Off target from outside.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
A putback and staying with the play, Harris. He has 5.
This kind of hustle is why his teammates love him. Harris, nice work in getting after it on the glass.
And Young kicks to Hunter. And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
And there's the foul. It's on Dwayne Dedmon. That is his first foul of the game. Matisse Thybulle checked in for Simmons. Then for the Hawks, Jones checked in for Capella. John Cowens comes in for Dwayne Dedmon. And DeAndre Bembry subbed in for Kevin Herter. Now here's Richardson. Shoots from 12. The 76ers again can't hit it.
This quarter has been hit or miss for him. Mostly miss.
Hunter with it. Harris is there. Cowens. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. So many people know your story, born and raised in Las Vegas. It must have been an amazing feeling then to lead UNLV to its only championship.
I mean, Kevin, you know, playing in front of so many people, you know, has its pros and cons.
Right.
But to be a part of that 1990 championship team and the only one we've been able to hoist and to have my jersey hanging in that rafter, it's humbling, and yes, it brings back a lot of fond memories.
Like historically good, right? When you think of that team, what that meant, it has a historic place.
It does. We felt like we were able to etch our mark in terms of the lures of the game of college basketball.
Now, here's Reddish. Teague surveying the D. Jones kicks to Teague. Shoots over Scott. The Hawks again can't hit. And here's Embiid. He'll bring it up for the 76ers. Trailing by 2.
Oh, that's some skill on that assist. I mean, the timing has to be perfect on a lead pass.
Now here's Teague. Outside Cowens. The three-pointer, no good. Philadelphia has gone 1 of 5 from downtown in the first quarter. Points out there have been hard to come by. Collins against Scott. Here's Korkmaz. A miss that time. Would have put him up. The Hawks have gotten just 3 of their first 9 shots to go down in this game. Jones. It's good on the putback.
Hard work and soft hands. Guys, that's what made that play possible.
No simple offensive rebound there. Going for the tip-in. Now, here's Scott. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Thibault, the pass to Embiid. Back to Thibault. Philadelphia needs to get a shot off. And foul on the shot. And yep, we thought we might see it. And the coach's challenge has been triggered on the personal foul call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Young with the ball. He's got 7. An absolute bomb from three-point range. Young's got 10 points.
You know, the range Young has really is unlimited. He just feels comfortable shooting as soon as he crosses half court.
And still a close game as the first quarter.
Venom.
And it's been a pretty even game here after 1 quarter of play. And when you consider how Atlanta is doing, your thoughts?
What we saw in that first quarter, they won their matchups defensively.
Yeah, they really got after it. I mean, they made life extremely difficult for the shooters, which is why they hold this lead.
Robinson is out there with Mike Scott. Then there's Alec Burks. Then it's Joel Embiid, and it's Milton in at the 2 guard. That's the group for Philadelphia to start the second quarter. Young taking his time here. Stolen by Robinson. And now the 76ers on the break. Milton the pass to Scott. He kicks to Robinson. Back to Scott. Shot clock at 5. Pass to Robinson. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. Some changes for Philadelphia. Al Horford, he's checked in for Joel Embiid. Harris comes in for Scott, and Simmons subbed in for Burks. Young fires away from outside. They get it again. Capella kicks to Young. Goes back up, and he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim. Young's got the lead up to 5 now for the Hawks. Pass to Milton. Back to Simmons. He's looking for Horford and finds him. And a dunk by Horford.
With a huge frame and outstanding wingspan, there's no surprise to see Horford throw it down.
Young outside. Another miss by Young.
He's cooled down a little bit after draining those 2 3-pointers in the first quarter.
Milton with it. Young's there. Milton finds Robinson. And here is Milton. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Dedmon with the block. Now Young. Banked in off the glass. Young's got 4 points in the quarter.
Even with the D giving him a lot of attention, he's still finding ways to light him up.
And Simmons kicks to Milton, and Trae Young gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul. And some changes here for the 76ers. Korkmaz comes in for Robinson. And Josh Richardson subbed in for Shake Milton. And Atlanta will go for a different look here. Bruno Fernando is checked in for Dwayne Dedmon. DeAndre Hunter comes in for Reddish. Kevin Huerter, he's checked in for Young. And DeAndre Bembry subbed in for T. Atlanta leading by 5. Shoots the 3. And Horford pulls it down. 76ers have gone 1 of 3 to start out the second quarter. Simmons passes to Harris. Back to Korkmaz. Kicks it out to Richardson. And the pass to Korkmaz. And they'll turn it over. Could not get off a shot. 24-second violation. And the 76ers making a change here. Eibel's checked in. And a switch here also for Atlanta. Collins is checked in. Here's Bembry. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Pass to Herter. There's 1:40 left now here in the second.
And he just dangles from the bucket after sending that one through.
And you can see which team has the swagger right now. Now here's Richardson. And Philadelphia with another turnover here. Joel Embiid, he's checked in for the 76ers. We've got 1:23 left in the first half of the game. Bembry kicks to Collins. Out left to the wing. Here's Herter. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. And it's a 10-point Atlanta lead.
You know, maybe he's not one of the elite sharpshooters, but even still, that's not a shot the D can afford to give him.
Pass to Collins. To the right side. Here's Fernando. It's hauled in by the 76ers. Horford's got 5 rebounds tonight. Hunter dishes to Collins. We've got 33 seconds left in the first half. There's Bembry, guarded by Horford. Goes up and lays it nice and easy.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
That one goes. Count it. The Hawks leading by 10. From outside the arc. And Horford pulls it down. Horford's got 6 rebounds in the game. That one falls.
And they've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint.
Here's Herter. And that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time. And so it's the Atlanta Hawks.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to 2K Sports. Ernie Johnson, we saw Trae Young lighting it up in the first half. He had 14 points. And that'll about...
And if you're just joining us in this one, first half is in the books. 1 half to go. Without question, Trae Young displaying his skills today.
He's done a fantastic job of finding open space to operate within the first few quarters.
Yeah, the offense looks crisp, and guys are hitting their shots.
Greg, you were a physical, defensive-minded player. What are your thoughts on how closely the game is called now, as opposed to when you played?
It is, Kevin, and yeah, some people like the physicality of the era I played in, but, you know, I like the beauty of the game with the spacing and the freedom of movement, and I think that's one reason why you see so much switching. It's hard to fight through screens without fouling, and ball handlers have become experts at drawing contact, even if it's, you know, incidental, and I think that's just an area where the game has changed so much that ability to play in space is so vital.
Checking out the group for Lloyd Pierce to start the second half. Young and Herter make up the backcourt. Clint Capella is out there with Hunter. And it's Dedmon in at the 5, roaming the paint. It will go down, and the Hawks lead is cut down to just 6 points with the basket from Horford.
Well, yeah, high IQ basketball from Richardson. Values the easy assist over a risky shot.
Young inside. Guarded by Simmons. Young outside. From deep three-point range, the long distance three is buried. Young's got 17 now.
And the effortless shooting motion. Young's three-point jumper is just poetry in motion and has it on automatic.
Left side, Horford. Back to Simmons. He feeds it to Embiid. The basket good off the assist from Simmons.
He's near automatic from this range. Embiid, he's just an overpowering presence. He can shoulder an offense.
Simmons against Young. Over Simmons. Young's shot is off.
I thought that one was going to go down. The mid-range jumpers, oh, man, that's usually a bunny with the D playing soft like that. Playing him tough inside and preventing the layup, that'll get the whole team pumped up.
There's the triple. Again, Young missing.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Knocks it loose. Richardson the pass to Embiid. And the dunk by Embiid.
Getting off the ground fast. Embiid is an absolute animal when it comes to hammering it home.
Young outside. Elbow shot is on the way. Again, Young missing.
A little surprised he took the jump shot with nobody around him. He could have attacked the basket.
Horford. Nice pass. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup. Horford's got 4 points now in the quarter. And now we're 3 minutes into the third quarter of play. Young with the ball. He's got 17. Dedmon trying to break free. Off target at the rim.
It's really a tale of two quarters. Shot it so well in the last, but this one can't get anything to fall.
Back to Simmons. Some nice ball movement here by the 76ers. And Harris wide open. He shoots. A shot off that time. And Atlanta will go the other way with it. Here's Herter. Simmons with the defensive effort. The 76ers trail by 3. Horford finds Richardson. Harris outside. Embiid trying to break loose. A second chance effort. Outside for Simmons. In the corner, it's Richardson. 5 to shoot. Rebound, Atlanta.
His offense has been non-existent tonight. It's really hurting him.
And here is Capella. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Young, no good.
Nothing seems to be going his way this quarter.
Awful display from him so far. But you know he's going to keep working to try to turn it around.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Young outside. He's looking for Dedmon and finds him. Passes it to Herter. To the paint. Here's Capella. Another miss, and they desperately need a bucket.
They say there are no easy finishes in the NBA, but that should be easy.
And the 76ers will go for a different look here. Mike Scott's checked in for Horford. And Robinson III comes in for Tobias Harris. Matisse Thybulle checked in for Richardson. And Alec Burks subbed in for Simmons. Basket counts.
The plan of attack is obvious. Get the ball inside and go strong to the rim.
Now T. There's the pass to Reddish. And once again off the mark by Atlanta. And now the fast break. Embiid with the ball. Offensive rebound. Makes it off the glass. Embiid's got the lead up to 3 now for Philadelphia.
Oh, you better know where Embiid is. I mean, when you lose sight of him, he'll kill you on the board.
A big-time effort for Joel Embiid, providing a lot of energy for Philadelphia. What a quarter that saw them generate a great comeback effort and are now out in front with momentum behind them. We've got more in store for you right after this. In a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assists of the game.
Yeah, and I like the fact we get to see this pass one more time. A magnificent feed, and you love to see your off guard taking over the playmaking duties with this much skill.
Well, I like that he didn't make his decision too early. You know, he let the play develop. That's how you do it. Finds the weakness in that defense.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. We've got Mike Scott. Matisse Thybulle's out there with Alec Burks. Then it's Robinson, and it's Embiid in at the center position. That's the group on the floor for Philadelphia.
He gets the playground jumper and can't make good on it. You don't get many chances easier than that.
Pass to Bembry. Throws it up high, and Jones slams it home.
And how about the incredible timing on that alley-oop?
He absolutely hammered it down. Robinson dishes to Embiid, kicks it to Burks. Back to Embiid. Jeff Teague with the rebound. The Hawks leading. Outside Collins. Back to Jones. Down low. Outside Robinson. The offensive rebound.
Man, have they been effective at getting the ball inside.
And Collins has got the ball here for Atlanta. Puts up a three. Teague can't hit. The 76ers have gone 1 of 4 since the end of the third quarter. Thibault, the pass to Scott. Now the dish to Embiid. Robinson down low. Working on Jones. Embiid, no good. For Atlanta, they've gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the fourth quarter started. Here's Collins. Jones trying to get open. Atlanta again missing.
He doesn't miss many of those. Still, that's exactly the shot they were looking for.
And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason. I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit. That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
Catching up on the changes for Philadelphia. Korkmaz comes in. Oh, he delivers that with force.
I cannot believe that. And you know Embiid loves showing off his athleticism. This guy doesn't lack confidence.
Young, right side, and good, and it takes a nice bounce off the right iron and down. Young's got 19 points.
Game tightening up, no problem. Put the ball in Young's hand and let the young fella go to work.
And the dunk by Embiid.
I like seeing Embiid rise to the occasion. He knows how to capitalize during important stretches of games.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Here's Young. Lays it up off the glass. 21 points in the game.
And you want him taking big shots for you in big moments. That one was as easy as it gets.
Coach trusts him to make many plays down the stretch. I mean, because he's shown that ability time and time and time again.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
And the 76ers will go for a different look here. Al Horford is checked in for Furkan Korkmaz. Harris comes in for Shake Milton. Richardson, he's checked in for Matisse Thybulles. And it's Ben Simmons in for Alec Burks.
Becoming more and more of a leader. Simmons has no fear in taking shots in big possession.
Young from outside. Again, Young missing.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Back to Harris. Pass to Embiid. Some nice ball movement here by the 76ers. Simmons passes to Harris. Just 5 to shoot. This is to Embiid. Oh, and the jam by Embiid.
What I love about the big man is his fearlessness. I mean, Embiid, he's a leader who feels comfortable taking big shots.
Young way outside. That shot, no good. And the 76ers go the other way with it. Richardson the pass to Simmons. Embiid kicks to Simmons. He dishes it to Richardson. Outside, Horford. Passes to Harris. Over T. Offensive rebound. Shot and game clock separated by 5. Young finds Capella. On deep. It drops. And he has brought them to within 2 points.
So calm when the game is on the line. Young knows it's his job to bring this game home.
To the wing right side. Simmons passes to Harris. And now they decide to foul intentionally.
Yeah, no way that should have taken so long. They don't have that much time to waste. They need to foul immediately.
He drops the first one, and that makes it a 3-point lead.
I mean, you look at the all-around game of Harris, he's even been good from the free throw line. You got to just have a sense of calm at the line. He has it here, and he just put the game to bed.
Young, no good.
He missed that one, but I've seen him drill shots from that distance in warm-up.
Yeah, and I have too, which is why they're okay with it. I'm sure if he gets that kind of look again, he's going to let it fly again.
So it's Philadelphia taking the W in a close one here. It was a fantastic ball game, and they did a great job making sure it didn't get away from them late.
Yeah, I mean, they faced some challenges, but really held firm when they needed to. Just on both ends, just effective.
The story continues. Welcome, everyone. Let's get ready for some NBA. A look at Atlanta's opening lineup. Young and Herter make up the back. Hunter at the 3 with Collins at the 4. And it's Capella in at the center. And for Toronto, Siakam and Ibaka, the duo down low. Fred VanVleet out there with Lowry. And it's Anunoby in at the 3 slot. And here's Young from the arc. Rebound by the Raptors.
You just can't get tired of watching the way Young shoots the ball. I mean, what a fantastic release.
And it's just limitless in terms of the range. That's what makes it so impressive. He's a small guy, he's quick, and he's got great handles. But he can heave that up from just about anywhere. And when he gets hot, it's something to watch.
Now, here is Young, and the basket is good.
Yeah, the threat of Trae Young, we talk so much about gravity in the NBA. It's unlocking some other scoring options. Strong take.
Here's VanVleet. Passes it to Ibaka. And here is Siakam. Shot clock at 6. Back to Ibaka. And he uses the glass on the layup.
So agile. Ibaka able to quickly come up and set the screen, then quickly rolls into position for the score.
Young taking his time here. Pulls up on the elbow. The rebound by Ibaka.
Oh, can't punish the defense for leaving him open that time. That's a frustrating miss for a really steady jump shooter.
For Atlanta, they've gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Here's Young. And Collins now top the key. Hunter with it. Ibaka on him. Hunter the pass to Collins. That one drops for him.
And just getting more and more dangerous on the pick and roll situation. John Collins with a smart play there.
Toronto working the ball around now. And Ibaka slams it in.
There are only a few players in the league who can hit a teammate like that in stride. Beautiful assist.
Here's Young. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a three-point play.
That's a great move by Trae Young, and a brave one at that, playing right into the defender.
Dwayne Dedmon's checked in for Collins. Siakam outside. VanVleet left side. First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. Missed inside. Hawks have gone 3 of 5 shooting the ball so far. The drive by Siakam. And Siakam throws it down.
And the handles and confidence of Siakam both have grown just so much. Zero hesitation taking that one to the rack.
Now here is Young. He has 5. Pass to Herter. Back to Young. Launches a 3. No good that time. And Toronto will go the other way with it. Siakam looking around. Pass to VanVleet. No doubt, Greg, you are known being a gritty, in-your-face defender. And when you think of the most hard-nosed point guards in the NBA today, who comes to mind?
For me, I think Chris Paul, I go first because this guy, one, he's a phenomenal two-way player. He'll do whatever it takes to win, even if that means pushing the envelope a little bit. Pat Beverly is another guy, just a flat-out bulldog. Marcus Smart, I think, falls into that category. Again, it's not always about being the most talented, but if you bring an edge about you, that really permeates throughout your team. So those are some guys. Drew Holiday is another guy I'd throw into that mix as well.
Yeah, they all lock in. You're right. Chris Boucher's checked in for Toronto. And here's Gasol. He'll bring it up for the Raptors. And the pass to Powell. First quarter of play and just over 3.5 minutes in. Young against Davis. 6 on the shot clock. Powell, no one around him. No luck that time on the shot that would have put them on top. Here's Herter. Good work there as it goes.
Yeah, you could tell Hunter knew he was open, did not hesitate to find him.
Here's Davis. 55 seconds left to play here in the first. Back to Powell. Kicks it to Davis. Inside. Too long in the paint, and he's hit with a 3-second violation. Raptors have gone 1 for 2 on the night so far from the line. And he shows the focus there. Nails the technical. Bembry's checked in for the Hawks. Here's Gasol. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Boucher kicks to Davis. And again, Toronto no luck.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
It's good.
Shifty guard Trae Young finds his ways into some of those cracks and crevices.
7-second difference, shot and game clock. Davis, the pass to Gasol. Back to Davis. Dedmon with the block. Now the Hawks moving it the other way. Passes it to Hunter. Young from outside. Up again. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Dedmon using his length that time on the offensive end.
Davis looking for an opening. And that does it for the first quarter. Hawks lead by 5. And we'll get the second quarter underway on the other side of this break. And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And what do you guys think about the Hawks here in this one?
Well, their effort on the defensive end has set the tone for this game.
That defense has been infectious here as everybody stepping up aggressively on that end.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade as the second quarter gets going. And so in the game for the Hawks, they've got Clint Capella. Dwayne Dedmon is out there with Hunter. Then there's Teague, and it's Bembry in at the shooting guard position. And so it's Atlanta with it after Toronto got the three-pointer. It's tipped, and he recovers it. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Hunter, the pass to Dedmon. It's good. Dedmon's got his second basket.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Hollis Jefferson finds Powell. Here's Gasol. Back to Powell. And the dunk by Powell.
Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the slam using some muscle.
Some urgency from him there, sure. Here's Bembry. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. The shot misses. Now Toronto takes it the other way. And he lobs it up toward the rim. And it's Hollis Jefferson with the jam.
And you could see him give a little nod and then just burst to the rim for the alley-oop slam.
A pair of teammates, Greg, with a terrific feel for each other. Dedmon trying to break free. Bembry shot good.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Powell kicks to Davis. And stolen by Jeff Teague. Capella with it, picked up by Davis. Here's Hunter. It's hauled in by the Raptors. Outside Gasol. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Gasol's got the game tied up here for the Raptors.
Yeah, just showing off that strength in that upper body. Gasol is able to overpower the defender inside.
Teague with a clean look. Powell pulls it in.
And that was a little bit of a range check for him.
Well, I thought they played smart, and then all of a sudden it was maybe a little too flashy there, and that's unfortunate.
Oh, big time put back there. What a great motor on this guy.
There is no one who goes after those rebounds harder. Capella kicks to Dedmon. Gasol with the steal. About 3 minutes played so far in the second quarter. Davis, the pass to Gasol. Davis against T. Hawks have gone 2 of 6 from the field in the second quarter so far. Here's Hunter. Tips it up, and it's put back up and in by Capella.
Just has a nose for the ball. Capella skilled at gaining ideal position for those offensive rebounds.
Powell dishes to Davis. 1:31 left here in the second. To the inside. Boucher kicks to Powell. 5 to shoot. Good ball movement here by the Raptors. And here's Davis for 3. Rebound by the Hawks. Capella's got 4 rebounds in this game.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
Teague can't hit. And here's Gasol. He'll bring it up for the Toronto Raptors. Only giving up 6 here in this quarter. Boucher passes to Gasol. Throws it down as the official calls the foul. It may be a 3-point play. That's on Clint Capella.
And part of why Gasol helped bring a title to Toronto, he's willing to do the little things. A multiple-time All-Star there, setting great picks.
Catching up on the changes for Toronto. Siakam is checked in for Chris Boucher. OG Anunoby comes in for Rondé Hollis-Jefferson. Fred VanVleet is checked in for Norman Powell. And it's Kyle Lowry in for Terrence Davis. Jones with Gasol covering. Here's Teague. Dedmon trying to break free. And misses it off the right side of the rim.
Time for some consideration in the passing category, maybe, Kevin. The shot is just not on. Get somebody else going.
That shot, no good. Good D by Siakam.
And really the smart thing would be to hold for the last shot.
Every second right now is valuable to you. That should be their strategy.
Here's Bembry, and a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
Yeah, easy call.
It's his first trip to the line. No good on that one. And the Hawks making a change here. That one is no good. And here's VanVleet from the arc. Buries it from 3-point range. VanVleet's got the lead up to 6 now for Toronto. And so it's Toronto with a 6-point lead.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
The first quarter for the Raptors was fairly even. They did give up a couple baskets more. And
second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. Flattening the lottery odds, Greg. Do you think that's worked out as intended?
You don't hear as many predictions about who's going to get the 1 pick or the 2nd pick. I think that's good for the players and the fans. You don't want anyone rooting for you to lose.
No, absolutely not. Anunoby and Siakam in at the forward slots. Lowry out there with Fred VanVleet. And it's Ibaka in at the 5, roaming the paint. That's Nick Nurse's 5 as we get into the second half. Now here's VanVleet. They lead by 6, their biggest margin. One-on-one fast break. Here's Collins. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. It's going to be on Siakam.
How about that? John Collins with some footwork down low. That looked like it's been practiced in the offseason. Makes it pretty tough on the defense. Who you going to pick to send to the free throw line? And he's hitting the free throws right now. Form looks good.
Out to the right wing. Now, here's Anunoby. Tight defense on him. And Siakam has it in the corner. 6 to shoot. Anunoby kicks to Ibaka. Takes it from 10. And it's off the back rim. No good.
And they start the second half with 3 straight misses.
Young's shot is good.
Such a quick thinker in those spots. Trae Young has a knack for knowing where to get to.
Van Vliet looking around. And Jones sends it back. And they're able to recover. Over to the wing. Young against Van Vliet. Another shot. No good on that one. Excellent D that time from Jones.
Oof, ugly start to the second half. They're still scoreless in their first 5 attempts.
Toronto, they've gone 0-5 to the start of the second quarter. Extremely cold shooting coming out of the locker room.
What a display of quickness there. If you need to get out and run, Siakam's your guy.
Here's Herter. Down low. Here's Collins. And it's Toronto with the rebound. Siakam's got 5 rebounds tonight. Ibaka against Collins. Anunoby passes to Ibaka. And he dunks it down.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the two-hand slam. Here's Young. That's in for his 5th make of the night. Now shooting at a 50% clip, 5 for 10.
That's just tremendous scoring instinct. So fun to watch him work in the half court. And I think for years to come, you're going to be talking about the draft that Trae Young was involved in as the picks got swapped. One franchise getting their guy, and this team finding Trae Young. And he's been a blessing for where they need to go.
Young outside. Jones, great positioning on the putback.
And folks, he did not luck into that one. He knew just where he wanted to be to grab that backboard.
Siakam kicks to Lowry. Dishes it to Ibaka. Van Vliet outside. And Jones sends it back. Fast break, the Hawks. And the shot is good. The Raptor lead has been cut down to just 2 points with the bucket from Young.
Shots are just flowing for him right now, having a really strong quarter.
Right, you know the Hawks believed in Trae Young on draft day. They made the trade for him and gave up a chance at Doncic.
Well, I don't look at it like that, Kevin. I look at it like Atlanta got their guy. It's not about who else was on the board. It's the fact that they could get their #1 choice, and that was Trae Young.
Fast break here. Here come the Hawks. The feed now to Jones, and Jones slams it home.
Well, sometimes Reddish might defer too often, and maybe sometimes that's true, but also give him credit for being unselfish.
Collins against Siakam. To the paint. Here's Ibaka. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So 1 free throw coming up.
And you gotta love the big bucket in the paint in this sort of a grinded out game.
A new group in now for the Raptors. Marc Gasol's checked in for Siakam. Hollis Jefferson comes in for OG Anunoby. Powell, he's checked in for Fred VanVleet. Davis is subbed in for Kyle Lowry.
And when you can't get anything to fall, it definitely gets in your head.
Especially if you're a player that doesn't get a lot of shot attempts, but otherwise the mindset is, I just got to get the next one to go. And you don't want to put that much pressure on yourself.
And what's interesting about Ibaka, he's played basketball internationally ever since joining the NBA back in 2008. In fact, he won a silver medal with Spain in 2012.
Now here's Teague. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Here's Capella. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Aggressive move by Capella. His length and athleticism, it's tough to handle when he gets the ball that deep.
Off on that one, so he goes 1 for 2 at the line. One-on-one here. It's stolen by Teague. And breathe the pass to Fernando. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down. Fernando's got his first basket.
Well, recognizing the size mismatch and then turns it into an easy basket there. They've got to do a better job with defensive help.
3 quarters of play in a close game here. It's the Raptors. And with 3 quarters behind us, we start the 4th quarter in what is still anybody's ballgame. The Hawks trail it. On the court for Atlanta, they've got Hunter. Reddish out there with Teague. Then it's Clint Capella. And it's Fernando in at the power forward.
He wants that one over again, I guarantee that. Nobody's even in the neighborhood.
Hollis Jefferson passes to Gasol. And that one, good.
And that's your all-star center. Gasol making a play. He gives this team a lot of size and a lot of toughness on both ends.
Here's Capella. Serge Ibaka pulls it in. Ibaka's got 6 rebounds here tonight, and he's going to get whistled for that foul, GA. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
And the Raptors making a change here. Lowry's checked in. Then for the Hawks, Dwayne Dedmon's checked in for Bruno Fernando. Kevin Huerter comes in for Reddish. Young is subbed in for Jeff Teague.
You know what? They're winning, though, despite the fact that he has just been really off.
Hawks passing it around. Atlanta again missing. Raptors leading by 3. Lowry deciding where to go with it here. Gasol finds Lowry. It's Davis on the wing. The tray. That's in, coming off an assist from Lowry. Lowry's got 3 assists now in this one.
And that's just smart basketball. Lowry reading the overcommitment and just whipping the ball to the open man. And some hang time on the rim. Puts a little cherry on the top of that slam.
Well, those kind of displays of strength can get one team rolling. High post, Davis. Back to Ibaka. He kicks it to Lowry. 5 on the clock. Left side, Ibaka. And stolen by Dedmon. Here's Young. Gets that one through the hole. Make him now 7 of 13 in this game.
That's a good, solid heads-up play from Hunter. Finds the spot-up ready man.
And Ibaka slams it in.
And the slithery agility of Ibaka. Not many guys can go up with him to stop the catch and dunk.
Young against Lowry. Young outside. Over Lowry. And he's fouled pretty hard. And here we go with the coach's challenge. Not surprised in a competitive game like this. And he's disputing the personal foul call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if the coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. We're double-checking, and the game continues on.
And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, during that break, Coach Nick Nurse talked to his team. He said, guys, we don't want to play hero ball. We don't want to take threes that aren't there. There are better options when you run the offense all the way through. Evan will see if they can make that adjustment.
The drive by Lowry. Ibaka dishes to Lowry. And the officials calling for a 3-second violation.
Yikes, that one stings there. Hurts so much more to turn the ball over, especially with how tight the game is.
There's 1:40 left here in the fourth quarter. And it's Hunter with the jam.
Oh, Hunter stepping up, and we saw this during his time at Virginia. Wow.
Pass to Lowry. And he lays it straight in. And the Raptors lead by 2.
And that's about the worst defense I can imagine a team playing coming down the stretch.
Well, I hope there's one player on that team out there that has interest in winning this game. Right now, it doesn't look to be one. That is why Trae Young has the ball.
Pass to Ibaka. Now here's Van Vliet. It's deflected. And there's the foul. It goes on Serge Ibaka. That is his first foul of the game. Atlanta making a switch here. Dedmon's checked in. For Atlanta, they've gone 5 of 8 shooting as we've come down the home stretch in this final quarter. 59 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Here's Young. Capella trying to free himself up. Money!
That is world class.
Love seeing that there. A huge possession, and he nets it.
Toronto's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. Van Vliet outside for 3. Laces one from 3.
The defenders need to recognize the importance of staying on him as we get into crunch time.
Young outside. They get the rebound. Capella. Young against Ibaka. Shot clock at 6. Here's Capella. And it's denied. Sent back by Siakam. And they commit an intentional foul. We'll see another one of those so they can get into the penalty.
Honestly, just doing what they have to in order to get the basketball back.
And so Ibaka will bring it up for the Raptors. It's a 1-point game. Anunoby in the corner. Jacks up a 3. No good there. Time call here. The Hawks decide to talk it over. They're down by 1. 3 seconds left in the game. Guys, your thoughts?
And I think they've got enough time to try and get the ball inside. And unless they get a wide open look on the perimeter, that should be what the focus is. Even if you miss at the rim, you've got a good chance to maybe try and draw a foul.
And now, a moment to present the New Balance Player of the Game, Serge Ibaka.
Yeah, and his percentage from the field tonight, just amazing. He hadn't.
All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. Thank you for joining. And those are the starting lineups. Lots of interesting. Welcome, sports fans. Thanks for joining us. Let's check out Toronto's starting lineup. Anunoby and Siakam in at the forward slots. And Van Vliet out there with Lowry. And it's Ibaka in at the center position. And for Philadelphia, the tall lineup out there for the 76ers. Simmons, Richardson, Harris, Horford, and Embiid. Now here's Van Vliet. The drive by Lowry, and he drops in the layup off the glass. Well, the outcome tonight, Greg, could come down to the big man up front.
You know, versatility will be key. The front court that can be physical but also pass it, stretch the floor, will likely be the victor.
And if you let the little guy get airborne before you slide over to block him out, he can and will embarrass you on the boards.
Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
He's just 6 feet, and he's a good rebounder. Lowry's heart and passion for the game is shining through.
And Simmons kicks to Harris. Simmons passes to Embiid. Good ball movement here by the 76ers. And it's Simmons penetrating.
Give Josh credit, taking the challenge offensively, discipline, and that's a beautiful pass.
Anunoby passes to Van Vliet. To the middle. Right wing. Outside Lowry. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
How about 3 or 4 from the floor to start? That's always a good sign. And you look over the course of Kyle Lowry's career, he's bounced around for quite some time, but boy, has he found a home in Toronto.
And you know, GA, a few summers back, had a chance to leave, but he stayed with the Toronto Raptors. What a decision that was. Reason why, he helped lead this team to their first title. Kyle Lowry's been loved by this franchise. He'll go down as one of the all-time great Raptors.
Now here's Van Vliet. Siakam finds Van Vliet. Shot clock at 5. Makes it off the glass.
I mean, beautiful execution of the game plan offensively. So far, they are hitting 80% from the field.
And the basket is good. Got it to go through on the contact, so a free throw coming up. A great opportunity for a three-point play. The 76ers shooting their first foul shot of the game.
In the season ago, they hit about 75% of their free throw.
The Raptors have gone 4 of 5 from the field so far. And here's Van Vliet from the arc. Horford with the rebound. For Philadelphia, they've gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. And the shot goes down.
That's a beautiful move by Josh Richardson. And the defense, you got to be better than this. Can't allow a blow-by.
Here's Anunoby. Drills it from outside.
Give him a lot of credit. He's always looking to be aggressive on the offensive end.
Here's Simmons, and Simmons slams it in.
I'm amazed at Simmons' athletic ability. He moves so fluidly for someone that size.
To the wing on the left. Van Vliet passes to Siakam. The layup missed.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
Harris finds Simmons.
This is where Tobias has really improved, keeping his eyes up, making plays for others.
And so Ibaka will bring it up for Toronto. Lowry for 3. Down low. Kicks it out to Van Vliet. Just 5 on the clock. Back to Ibaka. It's hauled in by Harris. For Philadelphia, they've gone 5 of 7 today so far. Nice shooting to get this game underway. A nice shot by Embiid.
And hit on the way up. Embiid's strong physically, but also mentally able to keep his focus.
Took him no time at all on that one. Van Vliet's got 5 now.
Yeah, these defenders had better start closing down on shooting.
Here's Simmons, and then Simmons slams it in.
You can't let Simmons get going off of these dunks. His confidence just soars when he slams it down like that.
Here's Anunoby. Good, and Van Vliet gets the assist. Anunoby's got his second basket of the game.
And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten here in the first half. Both teams racking up the points to start this game.
And you wonder how long they can keep it going. At some point, you expect the defense will adjust.
Now here is Lowry. He's got 7. Ibaka, and Ibaka slams it in.
I love it. Excellent ball movement. Kyle Lowry knowing who to give it to and when.
Siakam left side. 24 seconds left here in the opening quarter. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. '76ers trailing. Now Burks. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass.
The former Defensive Player of the Year, Gasol, showing his stuff.
Foul for 3. It's not going to go for him. And a good game so far as we conclude the first quarter. Raptors lead by 2. And the second quarter will be on the way when we come back. And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even so far on the scoreboard. Taking a look here at the Raptors' performance here, guys. What have they been doing or not doing in your opinion?
Well, credit their anticipation skills on the defensive end. They forced a number of turnovers.
And you can't cause those mistakes unless you're willing to gamble. So far, they've rolled the dice, and it's paid off.
So on the floor for Toronto to start this second quarter. There's Boucher out there with Rondé Hollis-Jefferson. Then there's Norman Powell, and it's Marc Gasol, and it's Davis in at the point guard position. Scott kicks to Korkmaz. Back to Scott. Eibel with the ball. Powell's there. It's Scott on the wing, covered by Hollis-Jefferson. A putback. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. Scott's got his first bucket in this one.
Oh, how about the deft touch right there, guys?
He just guided that ball back up and in. Just a fingertip touch on the ball. Now here's Powell. No points in the game yet for him.
This is the shot they wanted to get. Right guy, right spot, wrong result.
And the officials signal the backcourt violation. Not very careful there. Shake Milton, he's checked in for the 76ers. Let's take another look at the staunch defense during that mobile 1 block.
Every basket's a big one in a tight game, and he is not about to give up an easy look.
Powell with it, defended by Milton. Now here's Powell. Pass to Gasol. In the corner, Hollis-Jefferson. Here's Davis. Boucher kicks to Powell. Toronto gets it back with a new 14. Shots good by Boucher.
Hustle points count just like any others. That's a great play.
The 76ers trail by 4. Burks on the wing. To the paint. Some nice ball movement here by the 76ers. You know, Greg, when you were in New York, you were on a super team of sorts. Compare that to the super teams they're forming now in the NBA.
Oh, we've always had super teams. And this misnomer that this is something that's just come about with this era is, to me, absurd. You've always had it. Whether the difference nowadays is I think the players have more say in where they go. And they can orchestrate how a team is constructed. But it's always existed. And the reality is this, you become a super team when you win a lot.
Sure.
And that's what really dictates how super your team is.
Here is Robinson. The Raptors getting the bucket.
It can be a little disheartening when you do everything right and come away with nothing.
To the inside, Boucher, and he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed. And it's an 8-point Raptor lead.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
Quarter number 2, around 3 minutes gone by, and he's able to get it back. Davis gets a wide open look, bangs home the trifecta. Davis has got the lead up to 11 now for the Raptors.
How can you leave this guy that wide open? Please, that's terrible.
Powell with the steal. Davis with it, and Burks picks him up defensively. Gasol kicks to Davis. Offensive rebound. The 76ers have gotten off to a rough start here in the second quarter, going just 1 for 5. Robinson, that's good.
Don't you love the chemistry? Those guys work so well together in the open floor.
The pass to Hollis Jefferson. And here's Boucher. Guarded by Robinson. Pass to Davis. Gasol kicks to Powell. Clock at 6. And it's Hollis Jefferson with the jam.
That's why you never quit battling on the offensive glass.
And that's a nice reward for his effort. The flush, perfect.
Working hard, beating everyone to the ball. He does this night in and night out.
And it's the 76ers with the ball after the Raptors pick up 2. With that shot, the Raptor lead is cut down now to just 9 in the basket from Scott.
Yeah, I love the communication and the chemistry between those teammates.
Right side Davis. He kicks to Powell. There's 31 seconds left in the first half of the game. Scores for only the second time tonight. Now 2 for 6 from the field.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
The former University of Colorado alumni Burks, a solid 2-guard who can really light it up.
The 76ers have gone 1 for 1, making their previous attempt at the line. And the 76ers will go for a different look here. Joel Embiid, he's checked in for Scott. Horford comes in for Glenn Robinson III. Harris is checked in for Korkmaz. And Matisse Thybulle subbed in for Shake Milton. Over to the left wing. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a 3-point play chance for him.
Man, just adding insult to injury. He just waltzes inside and extends this lead.
A uncontested shot at the rim. You have to compete at all times.
Simmons. And Simmons slams it in.
Oh, you got to feel for a guy getting dunked on like that. I mean, he's got no shot to stop that unless maybe he can pick up another foot somewhere.
He's always been confident. When Fred VanVleet started to get minutes, it all came together.
And no good on the last second attempt this time. And so it's Toronto. All right, David, thank you. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the third quarter.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello, basket. The first quarter for the Raptors was fairly even. Their biggest advantage of the period was 7 points. And that...
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. Ben Simmons really making a difference here.
Definitely been challenging the defense here early on, not settling for anything outside.
He's been very effective on the move, forcing the action, getting to his spots, and finishing plays.
The tall lineup out there for the 76ers. Simmons, Richardson, Harris, Horford, and Embiid. And that's the group for Brett Brown as we begin the second half. Now here's VanVleet. Pass to Ibaka. Siakam inside. Working on Horford.
Such a fluid mover off the bounce. Siakam gets to his spot before the defense can react.
Simmons finds Richardson. Embiid with it. He's looking for Horford and finds him.
Trying to take advantage of soft defense. He might have gotten over eager. OG Anunoby out of Indiana. He was the 23rd pick in the 2017 draft. Another great draft selection that day. Slipped due to injuries concerns, but he's been great.
And that was another look at the aggressive D that led to the Mobile One block.
And that's what a team needs when they're trailing. Energy on D.
Now here's Van Vliet. The 12-point lead, their biggest of the game.
And Smitty, with OG Anunoby, he has a very high ceiling with what he can become.
Greg, OG Anunoby can impact the game on both sides of the ball, which is fantastic. He's a solid defender, and with the ball in his hands, he's very smart, making good decisions. This team is very excited to see his development.
Harris against Anunoby. Harris, right side. Second chance shot. Buries the jump shot. Harris has got his first 2 points.
Just a solid all-around jump shooter. Tobias working over that mid-range area.
Passes it to Siakam. Inside. And Ibaka slams it in.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the two-hand slam. Harris outside. Simmons passes to Horford. Now here's Embiid. Harris kicks to Richardson. Harris looking it over. The 76ers need to get off a shot. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over. Matisse Thybulle checked in for Ben Simmons. And then for Toronto, Marc Gasol is checked in for Ibaka. Norman Powell comes in for OG Anunoby. And it's Terrence Davis in for Fred Van Vliet.
Even though that one didn't go down, I like the offensive game plan here. 3 for 4 coming out of the break.
Horford with it. Gasol covering. Harris kicks to Embiid. Back to Harris. Shoots over Powell. That one's good, and the Raptor lead is cut down to just 12 points with the basket from Tobias Harris. And Siakam has it in the corner. The pass to Powell. Back to Siakam. Greg, I know you've played for some great coaches in your day. What is it that separates the truly elite coaches, in your opinion, from just coaches that are pretty good?
I think the one attribute that's most important for a great coach is consistency. And I've said is you can coach a lot of different ways. You can win a lot of different ways. But you've got to be sincere and true to your principles and your philosophy. And those are the coaches, and I've had them that have done it different ways, but they've been the most successful. And listen, you've also at the professional level, you've got to have a presence about you. You got to have some charisma out there as well to get these men to buy in.
And the 76ers with some changes. Korkmaz, he's checked in for Tobias Harris. And it's Shake Milton in for Richardson. Raptors also changing it up. Chris Boucher's checked in for Siakam. Hollis Jefferson subbed in for Kyle Lowry.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead, calling on the right guys at the right time.
The reason why they've stayed aggressive, and they have not let up this entire night. And at this point, I wouldn't expect them to.
Now, here's Milton. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game.
Meeting right at the rim. He typically converts in those situations. Not this time.
Pass to Korkmaz. Milton with it. Picked up by Davis. Offensive rebound. Embiid. Pass to Milton. Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. Here's Embiid. Nails the baby hook. Embiid's got 6.
You see that nasty streak Embiid possesses. Part of why he's a superstar. Great motor.
And it's Davis missing. Embiid with it. And so it's the Toronto Raptors riding a 15-point lead at the end of the quarter. They've got their field goal percentage to thank for that. They've been hot from... And let's go back to a terrific pass that we're calling tonight our State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
Fundamental basketball. Keep your eyes up. Keep the ball moving. You're going to keep the defense on its heels.
And there have been two very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. So for Toronto right now, they've got OG Anunoby. Fred VanVleet out there with Davis. Then it's Rondé Hollis-Jefferson. And it's Ibaka in at the 5, roaming the paint. Simmons finds Horford. Some nice ball movement here by the 76ers. It's stolen by Davis. Fast break Toronto. Back to Anunoby. Embiid with the steal. Here's Korkmaz. He's guarded by Anunoby. Passes it to Embiid. Right side Horford. Back to Embiid. And it's Toronto with the rebound. Here's VanVleet. That one is good. He's only missed one shot of his 6 taken on the floor.
And you have to credit Anunoby. He's put in the work to become a better playmaker.
Knocked loose. Stolen by VanVleet. And here we go. Fast break. VanVleet's got it. This one for 3. Drains it from beyond the arc. VanVleet's got 5 points in the quarter.
Fred's a bit of a streak shooter from out there, but when he's feeling it, he's deadly.
And there's the pass to Korkmaz. Back to Simmons. Here's Korkmaz. Horford high post. Down to 5 on the shot clock. No stopping him there. Jams it in as he's fouled. Chance now for a 3-point play. Serge Ibaka picks one up there. Some changes for Philadelphia. Harris comes in for Korkmaz. And Josh Richardson subbed in for Matisse Thybulle. Siakam is checked in for Toronto. Kyle Lowry comes in for Terrence Davis. Pass to Ibaka. Back to Siakam. Pass to Anunoby. Down low. And Ibaka slams it in.
Wow, that was a nice athletic roll out of the screen. Ibaka moves with tremendous ease.
On the wing, Harris. Intercepted. Right side, Lowry. VanVleet outside. No good on the 3. The 76ers trail by 19, and the whistle blows on the backcourt violation. He went over and back.
And they're losing their concentration here, guys. Just sloppy with the ball.
For those just joining us, 4th quarter here. We're just over 2.5 minutes into it. Sinks the 3-pointer. VanVleet's got 8 here in the quarter.
And they have been relentless from deep. And you see the defense trying to react, but to no avail.
You know what? They talked about this at halftime, and they're doing a better job of creating space.
And that's what Simmons does. His vision and accuracy make him a premier presence on the floor.
To the inside. It's stolen by Harris. Now the 76ers on the break. Feeds it to Simmons. Stolen by VanVleet. Siakam finds Lowry. Back to Siakam. Offline with his 3.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
Richardson outside. Dishes to Embiid. 6 on the shot clock. To the left wing. Raptors leading by 20.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest. Just a total obliteration, if you will. And you can safely say mission accomplished now for the Raptors.
It was a standout performance across the board.
I mean, it was like watching a cat play with a mouse. They were able to do more or less whatever they wanted.
And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for Fred VanVleet.
He really played at his preferred pace, never let adjustments by the defense speed him up or slow him down.
And it goes out of bounds. That one off Harris. And the 76ers with a completely new group now. And the Raptors with some changes. Here's Gasol. Passes to McCaw. Gasol kicks to McCaw. From the arc. And it's O'Quinn with the rebound. 2 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Here's Neto, the layup off target. Boucher finds Gasol, fires from deep. The Raptors rebound, out of bounds. Philadelphia takes possession. Here's Neto. Here's Scott. Gets it to fall.
Really, really good at recognizing the gaps and getting the ball to the rim.
And so Toronto takes this one, but by a big margin. A resounding victory for them. And Greg in enemy territory, no less.
And that's exactly right. But with the way they controlled the game and just completely took the crowd out of it, that's how to get it done on the road.
And now let's, David, thank you as always. And that about wraps it up for Steve Smith. Greg.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
Hi, everyone. Greetings from 2K Sports. Now a look at Philadelphia's starting lineup. The tall lineup out there for the 76ers. Simmons, Richardson, Harris, Horford, and Embiid. And for Atlanta, Hunter at the 3 with Collins at the 4. Young and Herter make up the backcourt. And it's Capella in at the center. Now, here is Young. Outside Collins. Hunter kicks to Collins. Nailed from three-point land.
And how about the awareness Hunter possesses, understands when one of his guys has an opportunity.
Horford dishes to Embiid, plays it up and banks it in.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Herter passes to Young. No good with the triple. And Embiid has got the ball here for the Philadelphia 76ers. Richardson, no luck. Atlanta's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Young with no one around. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. And here comes Harris leading the fast break.
Tell you what, fellas, I mean, an outstanding stretch for Harris has been awesome at adding pieces to his game over time, specifically that three-point shot.
This is his first free throw of the game.
And last season, he was successful 81% of the time when he went to the line, so he didn't waste a lot of opportunities.
And guys, if a game was coming down to the wire and an opponent needed to foul, I mean, he was the guy they wanted with the ball in his hands. I mean, shooting the free throws because of his proficiency there.
Horford high post. About a minute and a half through the first quarter. Harris kicks to Horford. Just 5 to shoot. Embiid dishes to Horford. He can't get it to go. Good work defensively by Capella. Here's Herter. Richardson cover. Here's Capella. From down in the low post, it goes. For Philadelphia, they've gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Harris finds Simmons. Here's Embiid. Out to Harris. Passes it to Simmons. Shot clock at 6. Richardson outside. To the paint. Stolen by Collins. Oh, and a fast break for Atlanta. Now, here's Hunter. Guarded by Simmons. To the middle. Here's Capella. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2.
I love what Capella brings to the game. Tough, physical, strong, relentless. Got to respect what he does on these contact finishes.
Now here's Simmons. And there's the call on Kevin Herter. That is his first foul of the game. Today, Greg, we see a lot more friendly rivalries. Does that bother you?
Not at all. I mean, people like to say, well, our era had the rivalries were more bitter. I disagree with that. I think guys are every bit as competitive today as they've ever been.
That's good to hear.
They just also have more exposure and opportunity to be around one another. Kids today growing up, they've been playing against each other since the 5th, 6th grade in national tournaments. When we played, we didn't get to see the other top players around the country. So I think that was one reason why you didn't have a closeness with guys that unless you were on the same team.
And that's out of bounds. Philadelphia will retain possession. Jeff Teague, he's checked in for the Hawks. And then for Philadelphia, Korkmaz checked in for Tobias Harris. And Alec Burks subbed in for Simmons. And Embiid throws it down.
Well, you got to push Embiid out farther. I mean, when he's this close, he's focused on one thing, wrecking that rim.
And it's good for 2.
And the defense no factor, which is why he simply laid it in.
There's 1:17 left to play in the first quarter. Here's Burks. Oh, and there's the one-handed jam.
And one step ahead of the defense with that solid screen.
And then, Greg, the monster dunk to finish it off.
Boy, picture-perfect teamwork that time, guys. One guy sacrificing for the other. That's how you succeed in this league.
So it's Atlanta now. 76ers getting the bucket. Here's Teague with the putback. Great positioning on the putback.
Yeah, that was the third straight high-percentage look the defense has allowed. The defenders have got to start putting bodies on bodies.
Now, here's Burks. Embiid, the pass to Burks. Score the basket, his second of 2 attempts.
Boy, the floor awareness and passing ability of Embiid, very impressive, and he continues to grow as a passer.
To the wing right side. Embiid with the steal. One-on-one fast break. Here's Thibault. That doesn't go on the chance to tie. And so it's Teague with it. He'll bring it up for Atlanta. 3-point lead. Here's Jones. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
Jeff Teague doing exactly what a point guard should do, setting up his guys nicely.
Here's Embiid, and he finishes nicely on the layup. And that's now 6 points for Joel Embiid.
Yeah, and there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
A good close contest so far as we finish the first quarter. And getting going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And a chance for just a second to check out the scoring breakdown for Atlanta.
And so far, these guys have done a fantastic job finding the open man and getting some easy baskets.
You know, it also hasn't taken them long to make their mark in the paint. I mean, they're doing a lot of their scoring from in there.
And now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. And so in the game for the Hawks, we've got Teague. Jones is out there with Reddish. And it's Fernando in at the 5, roaming the paint. And Embiid is right there.
Boy, Embiid wants to own the inside on both sides of the floor. He is a force in the paint and relishes hitting those boards.
Now, here's Reddish. Not a lot of room. Here's Jones. Robinson pulls it in.
He's got to be disappointed with himself on that one. He has got to knock those down. And Glenn Robinson, a player that was moved at the deadline last year, showed that he's a solid participant when given the minutes.
Agreed, Greg. I mean, he gives you a little bit of everything at the 3. He's learned to play within himself and really never hurts you in any aspect of the game. Those are the kind of guys you have to find minutes for.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Well, listless and lifeless at the defensive end. I mean, especially inside. They've really got to pick up that interior defense.
And where he kicks to Reddish. Good on the 3-point shot. Reddish has got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
Not a bunch of energy from the defense, which is why he was free to knock that down.
Burks, the pass to Scott. Back to Burks. Clock at 4. Scott against Jones. Scott can't get it to go to the paint. Here's Fernando. Throws down the breakaway jam.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
Yep, exactly. And if there's any opportunity for early offense, you've got to push it and push it every time.
That one's in there. The Hawks lead is cut down to 2 on the bucket from Joel Embiid. The Hawks have gone 2 of 3 from the field here to open the second quarter. Here's Fernando. Pass to Reddish. It's tipped. Down low. Hawks passing it around. Jones trying to get open. Teague can't hit. The 76ers have gone 3 of their first 5 shots to drop here in the second quarter. Burks kicks to Scott. Pass to Milton. 3-pointer. Rebound by the Hawks. Now about 3 minutes gone in the second quarter of basketball. Teague, the pass to Fernando. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
Nice pass that time. What excellent vision by Jeff Teague out there.
Now here's Burks. The feed to Scott. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. Greg, we hear this a lot. It's almost too popular now to say good offense beats good defense. Being a defensive-minded player yourself, do you agree with that statement?
Absolutely, Kevin. And the thing is, in today's game, when I played, there was an era, you know, you could hold teams in the 80s and 90s. You could go a quarter and keep them at 12, 15 points. You can't do that now. It's different. You've got to be able to win stretches of 2 and 3 minutes. And honestly, you're right. The offense does dictate far more, but it doesn't discount the importance of defense. And if you still look at the reigning champs and the teams that have won titles recently, that's still one area that they're consistent in, is their defensive approach.
They get it back. Second shot opportunity, and the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
And, you know, Capella has a big body, Kevin, and knows how to use it as he draws contact from the defense on his way up.
And last season for Capella wasn't that easy. Had his year cut short to injury, never got the chance to suit up with his new team in the Hawks.
Korkmaz, he's checked in for Philadelphia. Ben Simmons comes in for Scott. Back to Horford. Tries again, and the rejection by Collins to the inside. Young, terrific assist, a nice finish, solid play all around.
And having to respect Young's deep range defensively, hard to close off the lane.
Korkmaz passes to Horford. He can't get that one to fall. Collins with some nice D. Atlanta leading by 5. Here's Herter. Here's Capella. Goes straight through the defender for the dunk. Draws the foul. He'll go to the line. That one on Horford.
And, you know, Capella is so strong that you really got to wrap him up if you're going to commit the foul on him.
And so Horford will bring it up for the 76ers. Simmons passes to Richardson. Here's Korkmaz. Banked in off the glass. Korkmaz has got his first points in this one.
Yeah, Josh Richardson is just not a scorer and defender, folks. He can pass it, too.
Young fires away from outside. Sinks it. What range from outside. Wow.
One of the things you've got to admire and respect about him is his aggressiveness at the offensive end, always in attack mode.
And it's Richardson slamming it down.
You know, Horford is really good and selective at when he needs to be aggressive and when he needs to move the ball.
And so it's the Atlanta Hawks heading to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up the quarter.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to a competitive matchup for Atlanta in the first quarter. The period came to a close with them holding a 3-point. That's all for now. Say goodbye to the folks. Thanks for joining.
And we've got third quarter of basketball for you. 2 quarters in the books. Joel Embiid has been sensational.
And how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column through 2 quarters? He has been terrific.
And you know what? They've come at him a few different ways defensively, and nothing has slowed him down.
Kicking off the second half, here's Brett Brown's foul. The tall lineup out there for the 76ers. Simmons, Richardson, Harris, Horford, and Embiid. A fantastic mobile 1 block. This one deserves another look.
And he's all over that shot. Has it read the whole way and gets the position he needs to make a play.
Young outside. The pass to Capella. It's hauled in by the 76ers. Embiid's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Here's Richardson. So it's Richardson with the jam.
Exactly what Richardson can do on the drive. I mean, he can handle the ball. He's got a quick step, and he can finish when he gets to the rim.
On its way from Young for 2, and all around the rim that time before dropping in. Young's got 7 points in the game. Harris up top. He's guarded by Collins. Harris inside, working on Collins. Harris dishes to Horford. Up and in on the layup.
And that's Horford for you. I mean, that's what he does. He's a guy who brings toughness and great concentration to what he does in the paint.
Young fires away from outside. That one no good. So Philadelphia will take it the other way.
You know, it hasn't been his best outing, but they still find themselves in the driver's seat here.
Here's Simmons, and the rejection by Collins. 3-on-3. Here's Herter. Off target from three-point range.
That's 1 for their first 4 to start the second half.
Here's Simmons, and Simmons slams it in.
I tell you, it doesn't get any easier than this, guys. I mean, Simmons finishing with power.
Young outside. The three connects from three-point range. He's got 10.
Gets the shot he wants. The defense wasn't quite connected enough. They lost contact.
Simmons finds Horford. And here's Richardson. Philadelphia moving the ball around. That's tipped. Well, we're into the third quarter. Just over 2.5 minutes played.
And nice dime from Hunter there. An unselfish player who knows how to look for his teammates.
Back to Simmons. Now here's Embiid. He's covered closely. Collins with it. Picked up by Harris. Young for three. It's hauled in by Richardson.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have some...
Are you kidding me? Nasty. And, you know, whenever Simmons gets a chance to show off his insane bounce, he takes advantage of it, really demonstrating how lethal he is in the air.
Inside. Embiid kicks to Simmons. Richardson the pass to Embiid. Outside, Simmons. Here's Harris. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. That's on DeAndre Hunter.
You know, looking to score often from there. Harris is excellent at drawing the defense's attention and fouls.
And the Hawks with a completely new group on the floor. Philadelphia also making some changes. Korkmaz, he's checked in for Joel Embiid. Matisse Thybulle comes in for Josh Richardson. And Alec Burks subbed in for Ben Simmons. Fernando. It's hauled in by Harris.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
Burks on the wing. 1:05 left in the third quarter. To the paint, here's Horford. Nice move, and he lays it up and in. Horford's got 4 this quarter.
How impressive was that from Al Horford? I mean, to concentrate after being bumped like that, very impressive stuff.
And Dedmon throws it down.
Those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
Making a statement for sure. I mean, we'll see if they can maintain that aggressive approach, guys.
Now here is Harris. He's tightly guarded. Thybulle kicks to Horford. Rocket 2. Can't hit from 12.
Just not much success when it comes to shooting.
Fast break here. Here come the Hawks. And the wide open shot from Reddish. And it's good off the back rim and in. And now a 6-point Hawks lead. 76ers have gone 5 of 7 from the field in the third quarter. Let's see if they can keep it up. Burks the pass to Horford. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass. Horford's got 6.
He wasn't able to get his name in the score sheet in the first half, but he looks like he's starting to find his comfort zone here.
Bembry kicks to T. And it's off from three-point range. Got it off in time. And the last shot before the buzzer is off. And that's going to do it for the third quarter. It's Atlanta up 4. 2K's. And I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. So it's the Hawks now. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Jones is out there with Dwayne Dedmon. Then there's Hunter. Then it's Reddish. And it's Young in at the 1. So that's the lineup for Atlanta. Releases. Korkmaz grabs the miss.
Boy, he's got to be kicking himself for failing to make that shot. That's money.
Wilton the pass to Horford. Rebounded by the Hawks. And here's Young. This is it to Reddish. On the wing, Jones. Now, here is Young. They get it back. Here's Dedmon. The shot that time, not on target. The 76ers trail by 4. Wilton the pass to Thibault. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Thibault's got the first basket as we get going in the fourth for Philadelphia. And here's Young from the arc. And he's good on the 3-ball. And the Hawks lead by 5.
And he's finally getting the feel from beyond. His second 3 of the half right there.
Now Milton. And he banks in the layup.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
And here's Young from the arc. Another 3 for Atlanta.
This guy's really flowing with his stroke right now. He hit one earlier, and now he has 3 in this half.
Robinson, and the dunk by Robinson.
Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the slam, using some muscle.
Some urgency from him there, sure.
I get the feeling, guys, that he may be sensing that this is a critical time in this game.
Dedmon kicks to Young. It's stolen by Milton. Oh, and here we go with Robinson. Nobody back. Oh,
man.
And guys, I don't know that this is the time for that kind of flair. In a close game, the important thing is to get the 2 points, not necessarily the dramatics.
Oh, come on. He had to go for that, didn't he? My goodness.
I can't fault the guy for adding a little flavor to things. I'm fine even if he'd have missed it. I don't mind taking a chance to spruce it up a little bit. That's why Horford's out there. He's a weapon, and you've got to pay attention to him. This guy can bring you baskets in the clutch.
Young inside. Defended by Thibault. A nice shot by Young. Young's got 15 points in just the second half. To the inside. And it's Robinson with the jam.
It's been like this all night for both teams. The offenses having their way.
Any lull in the action so far has been short-lived because there have been nothing but buckets in this one.
4-on-3 break. To Milton. Back to Robinson. Count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well. And here we go. A coach's challenge has been initiated. We'll have to now review the personal foul in question.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in air. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Atlanta making a switch here. Graham's checked in. Collins kicks to Young. Fires the 3. It's hauled in by Harris. Harris has got his 4th rebound in this one. Simmons passes to Embiid. That puts them in the lead. 14 points for Joel Embiid.
What confidence from Joel Embiid. Knocked that one down in a clutch situation.
Young against Simmons. Pulls it up. Young's shot is off.
That's exactly how you have to defend him. He's a guy that the D needs to be aware of at all times.
Dwayne Dedmon's checked in for John Collins. Outside, Simmons. Philadelphia moving the ball around. Horford. It's in!
Al Horford clearly has the touch right now.
And so it's Young who brings it up for the Atlanta Hawks. From deep three-point range. Got it! A tremendous three to tie it up.
Ice in his veins. Young excels at stepping to the plate and delivering in the clutch.
Down low. Pass to Embiid. And stolen by Dedmon. 6-second difference between the shot and game clock. To the middle. Here's Graham. Young outside. And it's sent back by Horford.
Horford doing a nice job that time using his length to get that shot block.
Got it!
Terrific accuracy on that pass. That's how you lead your teammate.
Young with the ball. From deep. Right between the eyes.
Well, and this has been their strategy throughout the fourth period. We'll see how it pans out.
You know what? Teams can get a little three-happy down the stretch sometimes. Letting it fly.
And the officials are signaling for a video review of the last second buzzer beater. Boy, this game hangs in the balance of the review now.
And to me, guys, it looks pretty clear-cut on the instant replay. I mean, the ball was out of his hands in time. I think they'll confirm this one pretty quickly.
Well, I can't see how they'd come to any other conclusion. I mean, we have a good look at it on the replay. The clock's still ticking when it left his fingertips.
The officials have made their decision. The basket, as we thought, will count. It took a little while to check the replay, but they did, in fact, have it right. He got it off GA in time.
And even though they had it right the first time, it's always a